Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, and thank you for stopping by. Alright, guys, on this episode of Bullet Points this morning, there is going to be a spicy warning because my head might actually pop off my shoulders. One thing that we talk about consistently on this channel is how the left's ideas, whether it be abortion, immigration, gun control, gun rights, drug use, whatever, they cannot stand in a group of ideas because they always conflict. We've talked about it a bunch on this channel. Well, the episode that we're going to talk about this morning is based on an article around gun education and how that is bad because we shouldn't be doing gun education. We should be doing gun legislation. That kind of flies in the face of a few of the main core ideals that the left has always espoused. Everything is in the description box below. I want to hear from you guys on this one because it is rife for comments. And also, I'm going to say a quick word from my sponsor, Sportsman Guide, and then we're going to jump right into this content, okay? Whatever you're looking to put on the table this season, big game, turkey, fish, upland birds, waterfowl, Sportsman's Guide has what you need to succeed from the brands that you trust. We're talking Vortex, Scentlock, Irish Setter, Nomad, all the heavy hitters. And Sportsman's Guide isn't just a one-trick pony. They've got everything for your outdoor lifestyle from camping, fishing, and hiking to working outside and just hanging with your buddies. The bottom line, if it happens outdoors, you'll find it at Sportsman's Guide. If you're ever there, use code Langley20 and you get $20 off. Check them out today. Thank you so much to Sportsman's Guide to making this video possible. And now let's dive in because I've got to share this with you. Republicans want to mandate that the NRA teach your kids about gun safety. Opinion. Republican legislators want to mandate that Arizona kids take a gun safety class. They just don't want to actually do anything to keep kids safe from guns. We're going to start with the hypocrisy right out the gate. Now mandates are bad. Just letting you guys know, mandates when it comes to gun safety education, that is bad because that should be a parent's choice. Okay, let's keep going. I'm fine. I'm sure you're fine too. Arizona kids may be struggling to read, having been set back by 2-year-old pandemic of disease and a decades-old epidemic of bad state leadership. But don't fret, parents. The legislature has hit upon a solution. Mandated gun safety classes, taught with materials thoughtfully provided by the NRA. You mean the nation's largest civil rights or oldest civil rights organization that focuses specifically on gun safety for youth to prevent tragedy? You mean that group? Because that's bad now, by the way. Let's keep going. I cannot wait to share this with you. House Bill 2448 would require school districts and charter schools to provide gun safety training to students in grades 6 through 12. The audacity. And woe be to parents if a certain legislator finds out they removed your child from the class. So now, education is bad because gun safety is not a thing. Gun safety can only be achieved through legislation. It cannot be achieved through responsibility of parenting or educating our youth. That cannot be a solution. It's got to be the state. Well, that's interesting because I thought that underage sex and teenage sex and all of that was just going to happen and we were just going to have to teach them how to do it properly. Let's hand them out condoms and birth control in schools because they're going to do it anyway. Or drug use. Why don't we hand out paraphernalia that's sponsored by the federal government because they're going to do it anyway. They can at least do it safely. Wait, guns? Hold on, we can't teach them things. We got to make laws about that. Anybody else's head just... I know. Let's keep going. Why the bill doesn't specify a particular gun safety course, the sponsor, representative, whatever, on Monday told the House Military Affairs and Public Safety Committee that his bill is designed so the schools would use the National Rifle Association's Eddie Eagle Gun Safe program, which is a school program design that's been around for 40 years around gun safety. But why would you do that? Can't do that. You know what might actually help kids stay safe? A law that makes it a crime to leave your loaded gun lying around so that your child or neighbor's child can pick it up and shoot themselves or someone else. Alas, Arizona doesn't have one of those, and I don't see Wynn or any other Republican proposing one. So again, education, bad, except when it comes to things like drugs and sex and free love and all those things. But when it comes to the big problem that all they complain about is gun safety and gun violence epidemics and awash with guns across our shores, education won't work there. Legislation is the only thing. It hurts. But let's keep going because there's this final part and this wraps everything up perfectly. The best way to keep kids safe, apparently, is not to require adults to act responsibly, but to put the onus on kids to protect themselves. I would like to go back to my previous example of teaching kids about sex, giving them contraception, giving them condoms, giving them pregnancy prevention. God, I'm getting amped, I can't even talk. Or drug use, because as long as they have safe materials to use drugs, they're going to use them anyway. Anything, anybody. Education is perfectly fine, except when it comes to something that they don't like, in which case education cannot do it. It can only be legislation. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I will see you tonight at the 9 p.m. segment. This is Braden signing out.